Hey guys, so I saw this and I was like, it's kind of true. So I miss the days when Naruto was about ninjas and not about aliens and cyborgs. You know, when Naruto started, they were humans. Humans who had chakra, who could do these techniques, and they that was it. But then at the end of the series, it's like, oh yeah, here's Kaguya. And it's like, who the hell is Kaguya? It's like, oh well, she's not from this planet. She's a space goddess, and her people go around and grow these trees, and they eat the fruit that grow from those trees, and then they become stronger. And nowadays, it's like, oh yeah, if you need enough of the eat enough of those fruits, you can ascend time and space itself and become a literal god. And you have Shibai, who's a literal god who's living in his own pocket dimension now because he's so freaking powerful, and he shed his mortal form, his body, and left. Yeah, does it sound ridiculous? Because it is. Back then, the biggest threat was the infamous, the legendary Mamoru Uchiha. And that was the biggest threat. You know, the threat of this guy ever coming back. Even though everyone believed that he was dead, everyone, oh, didn't Hashirama kill that guy? And the plot twist of when you find out that the person who claimed to be Madara wasn't Madara, it was in fact Obito, who was also presumed to be dead. But Obito was the one portraying himself as Madara, and that Madara was in fact still alive. Uh, and then during the war, Madara's revived, and suddenly he is just dominating the entire force, just cutting through person after person after person, and then he gets backstabbed by by Zetsu, and Kaguya comes out and like, who the hell is she? Who the hell is she? And it's like, oh, that's the mother of all chakra. This woman's like a literal goddess. And it's like, now you got to fight her. It's like, well, clearly she's not the only one of her kind. So what? Now we've got other aliens we have to deal with. And I think that's a lot where people had a problem with the show where it ended, was like, oh great, now we have aliens. It couldn't have just been Madara as that final boss, being hyped up for the entire series from the original to all the way through Shippuden. It couldn't have just been Madara, which should have been, no, let's some space princess who's a freaking goddess. But I have to say one thing. So Kaguya comes to the planet, the divine tree. She gets the chakra fruit, gets that chakra, become basically she's now a goddess. She also manages to have children, and it wasn't with anyone of her kind. It was with a human. So, boys and girls, if you ever feel down about yourself and you feel like there's just something you can't do, remember, a long, long time ago, there was a man, like any other man, who managed to clap some goddess cheeks. If he can lay some pipe with a goddess who came from a different planet, you can do anything. So here's a little public service announcement. You can do anything. Imagine being that guy, though. I think his name was Tenji. But imagine being that dude. You're just a simple man. You're like, you go fishing every day to feed your family or yourself and this and that. And then all of a sudden, you meet this goddess who claims she desires the same thing you do, peace. She wants peace, because this guy's like emperor of this land, and his land and other lands are warring right now over property disputes and this and that. And then she comes in, you guys fall in love, and then suddenly you're clapping them cheeks. And now every guy in that village, you've got your boys, you got your boys you hang out with all the time, and they're like, nice, nice. You're walking out of your house, and they're all standing around you like, my man, You know, and then thousands of years later, you're learning about Kaguya and Tenji and, you know, the Sage of Six Paths, and all the kids, all the boys are reading about it, and they're like, nice, nice. I mean, just you you met this literal goddess. You clap them cheeks, automatically you get to freaking legendary status. So, um, but it was the start of that. I mean, you got Kaguya and the Otsuki right there. I mean, again, Madara being the final villain would have been great. You know, the whole thing can play out like it did. You know, Obito gaining the six paths chakra, stuff like that. Madara being revived and kind of betraying him, and not only taking his chakra but his eye back as well. You know, Madara succeeds in the infant Tsukiyomi, and even Naruto and Sasuke are put under that genjutsu. But then while they're out, Hagoromo kind of reaches their subconscious and does what he originally did. He kind of like, oh yeah, I'm going to give you a portion of my power and blah blah blah. And obviously, Hagoromo would never fall for such genjutsu. So he gives Naruto and Sasuke his energy, his chakra. They wake up because they're not gonna fall. They can't fall for that crap anymore. And you know, it's still a close battle. They're not like super overpowered. You know, they're still giving, you know, a moderate. You know, everyone's getting a run for their money. But in the end, Naruto and Sasuke are able to overcome Madara, and that's it. They didn't have to add Kaguya and aliens at all. And the cyborgs, you have Armato, who's like makes cyborgs, like Delta, she's a freaking cyborg. You have people like Kashin Koji who are clones, like he's a clone of Jiraiya. It's like, what the hell is this crap? What the hell is this? I miss the old days when it was about ninjas. We have the talk no jutsu. The world gets invaded by a strong villain. Naruto. Uh, I was alone when I was a child and I was alone. I felt so isolated, and everyone looked at me with cold eyes, and like, and then the villain's like, "I understand you. I'm suddenly not evil anymore." But then with Goku, it's like he starts out like this, but what does he do? Here, have a sensu bean. Here, have some of my energy. But you can't really blame him for that either, though. You know, because it's the way he was raised. I mean, like, Grandpa Gohan was not a bad person. He was not a violent person. He taught Goku to value life, no matter whose life it is. Goku learned about respect for life and peace and mercy. So whenever he spared Frieza or tried to spare Cell or Moro or whoever, it's just his grandpa's teachings, because no matter how strong this guy gets, he always remembers his grandfather's teachings and remembers mercy. You know, he clearly sees these people are beaten, and he's pretty much learned to just exert his dominance, exert that superiority, and that's it. You know, show them their weakness, and he gives them, and he's like, go, train, come back another time, live to fight another day. And that's because of his grandfather. So you really can't blame Goku for that, because while yes, he's a Saiyan who thirsts for battle, he doesn't want to kill anyone. It's not like Vegeta who wham bam done. You know, he'll blast you into oblivion. No, Goku wants to give you a chance. You know, because it's not taking the life that he wants. It's that thrill of battle. So, you know, you can't, if anyone has to be blamed, to be Grandpa Gohan. Although you can't really blame him because, again, he was a peaceful person. Um, but Naruto, talk no jutsu, suddenly it's, oh yeah, I used to be evil, but now I've talked to this 12 to 14-year-old child, and I'm suddenly not evil anymore. Goku, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna beat your face in until, you know, submit. And then just when he's right there, He's like, oh yeah, here, have some of my energy, or here, have a sensu bean. And they're like, haha, you fool. I've never planned on going good. And then he's like, oh my gosh, I totally didn't see this coming. And also, then there's this. People were like, oh, who would win? Naruto. One, the show is named Naruto. Second, when he was fighting Sasuke, he held back a lot. Why? Because he didn't want to kill Sasuke. This kid had so much power, he had to hold himself back, because if he went full force like Sasuke wanted, Sasuke would have died. So Naruto held back, and I think he admits that he held back. Why do you think Sasuke hasn't done anything stupid? He could easily, I mean, if he's as strong or stronger than Naruto, there would be no reason to repent or take control, commands from Naruto. He'd be like, no, I'm gonna do, no. He knows that Naruto could step in at any time if he stepped out of line and just completely eviscerate him. So there's no debate. Naruto. I mean, Sasuke may have had, the Rinnegan and stuff like that, but the now this Kyuubi Sage mode draws energy from everything around you. That's how Naruto was able to sense Madara's Limbo clones, because he can kind of detect the undetectable in that. And also, it pretty much gives him unlimited energy. So it's Naruto. The show is called Naruto. It's not called Sasuke. Naruto wins, always. And Naruto, if they never did this, it wouldn't be much of a story, really. Because after the war, Naruto is basically the god of that planet. He's essentially become the second sage of Six Paths. There's nothing on that planet that could step in his way. If anyone even tried anything remotely stupid, but everyone, you have those idiots who are like, oh, we're going to be doing stupid things and no one's going to stop us. But as for large-scale stuff, everyone knows of Naruto Uzumaki, the 7th Hokage, the man who has Hagoromo's chakra, the man who mastered the, Kurama's chakra, the Nine-Tail chakra, the man who, defeated a literal freaking goddess, the man who defeated Madara Uchiha. You really think any person on that planet is going to be stupid enough to try anything? But then, in Boruto, of course, now there has to be people stupid enough, because we can't have Boruto without threats. But even then, if you notice, a lot of the time they have to leave Boruto and everyone else to do it, because if Naruto was to jump in and take care of it, it'd be over. Even when he was fighting Delta, same thing. He's fighting these cyborgs created by Armado, and it's like, oh no, she's strong. No. No. The dude was holding back as usual. And then you have these aliens, the Yotsuki, and even after, I mean, he has Baryon mode. Well, he had Baryon mode, which makes people think, it's like, is there like a Sage mode equivalent to Baryon mode? Because Baryon mode was reliant on Kurama's chakra, and then basically when that was expended, or it's both their chakras, and then once it's gone, they die. But Sage mode works differently than that. Sage mode draws energy constantly from everything around you. So essentially, a Baryon type mode for Sage, a Sage mode, like a Baryon style, essentially it's infinite chakra, because you're constantly drawing chakra in from around you. So, I mean, it would probably still be just as powerful. It could still do the same thing that Baryon mode did, where, you punch them and it takes away half of their lifespan. But this Sage mode, a Sage Baryon mode would be pretty overpowered, since if he did fear running out of chakra, he could just do what he normally did, have, clones ready and waiting, in Sage mode, and to kind of replenish. So, but at this point, he's got such great chakra control, and essentially a god that I don't even think the clones would be necessary. But yeah, and Naruto was about ninjas, you know, and no matter how inhuman they seemed, they were humans. Zabuza was the best example. It was the very beginning. You know, the guy's demon of the mist. And what happens? You know, Naruto makes him feel like crap because it's like, yeah, you treated Haku like shit for years, and all that kid wanted was your approval. He just wanted your attention. He just wanted to be acknowledged, and he just wanted your appreciation. Not once did you appreciate this kid. And then what happens? Zabuza starts to cry. This demon of the mist realizes that he is human, realizes that he did treat Haku like shit, and that Naruto is right. You know, Nagato, same thing. The guy was like, "You shall know pain." Naruto talks to him and he's like, "I believe in Naruto Uzumaki. I'm no longer evil. Here, let me just revive everyone I just killed." You know, it's insane. But now we have aliens, and cyborgs, and you know, you got Delta and Daemon and Ada, and Ada just she rewrites reality to make everyone think that Boruto is the one who killed Naruto and that Kawaki is Naruto's son, even though Naruto's not dead. He's him and Hinata are sealed in another freaking dimension. Ada is best friends with Sarada. Ada flat out says, "Hey, I can give you a wish to reverse everything," and Sarada apparently doesn't just automatically do it. I'm sorry, if your best friend, who isn't Ada, your best friend and potential love interest is being attacked and looked at like he killed Naruto, and you know damn well he didn't, and the girl who warped reality itself to make people think this is giving you a wish to unwarp it, why would you not immediately take that? I mean, yeah, she loves Ada loves Kawaki and all that, but she's outright saying, "Yeah, I can give you a wish to undo all of this." Why was that not immediately taken? No, instead everyone still thinks that Boruto killed Naruto. It's so stupid. So stupid. But anyone else miss when Naruto was just about ninjas and not space alien, you know, alien goats because they've all got their horns. Although Kaguya was more akin to a rabbit, apparently. Well, if I was Tenji and I had fallen, or not even if I had fallen in love, but the dude, same, like I said, he got to clap them cheeks, so she may not be a rabbit, but we'd be doing it like a rabbit. We'd have so many kids that most of them would have to be put up for adoption. But, yeah. So in the end, I mean, let me know. Do you think the series should have just ended with the defeat of Madara, and that Boruto should have just not not happened? Or, you know, do you like space aliens and freaking cyborgs? Let me know. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.